It's Mason from Mojo. Following the webinar yesterday, we had a couple people reach out regarding really a lot more of the marketing functionality available within Mojo Flex. So what I wanted to do was just very quickly walk through what I have the capability to do as a marketer, knowing no code, and how I can really easily spin up new campaigns that will drive business growth year over year. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So I personally think one of the best features when you integrate your CMS, your CRM, and your marketing automation is that you can create campaigns and relate all of your different marketing collateral back to a centralized location that's going to give you accurate reporting on the effectiveness of your campaigns. So for example, with the webinar that we did yesterday, it was on the HubSpot CMS. We can see that we have 128 sessions that were generated, 5 new contacts, 1,000 influence contacts, and as it was yesterday, we have not yet closed any deals from that opportunity. But as we continue to move forward, what we can see is, okay, from a first touch, was this the first engagement for a potential client that then ended up leading to a new deal? Was it the last touch? Was this the thing that really converted them, that convinced them, okay, we do need to work with Mojo? The other thing is that we can look at our different workflows. So we had 148 people enter into this workflow. That was the registration workflow. And I can show you what that looks like really easily. So I think it's taken a second to update because we actually had over 100 new leads come in that were new contacts. But that might just take a second because I just associated this workflow. But with that, this is just the HubSpot CMS webinar campaign. I've also been over this past really 3 months, really focusing on a lot of website specific content. So we want to sell more website projects. So I've been able to associate all of these different campaigns towards this one campaign that is centralized for the quarter. So we can see, again, number of sessions generated, number of new contacts from a first touch and a last touch attribution standpoint, any influence contacts, the number of deals closed, and the number of attributed or the amount of attributed revenue from a last touch or first touch perspective. Additionally, we can see any blog content, any social posts that have gone out, any calls to action, any emails that we sent out, any landing pages. And again, with our last webinar, we actually did personalized landing pages at scale that had website reviews for every single person that submitted a website for review. So you've got tons of landing pages there. We've also got any workflow that we've associated. And then we can just generally see from a lot of our traffic, is it coming from email or organic social, or just generally where is the traffic coming from? So this is super helpful as a marketer that's then reporting up to my executive leadership of what's working and what's not. Now, when we dive into the CMS itself, one of the things that was touched on was topic clusters and SEO functionality. And what I have been able to do is really cluster all of our blog content into specific topics that then also have conversion paths associated with them. And I can see, okay, what conversion paths are actually generating the most revenue. And then we've got just a couple of random blogs that are generating a ton of traffic, but are not necessarily directly attributed to a specific line item of our business. But with that, because I've associated all of these different pieces of blog content, I can actually see on a topic per topic perspective, what is driving the most traffic? Does that traffic convert into a contact? And does that traffic convert into a customer? And again, this is massively beneficial because we really did a focus last quarter on account-based marketing content. What we're seeing is that content is starting to rank. And even though it's not getting a ton of traffic because it's a more niche topic, that traffic that is coming in is converting really well from a contact perspective. To have 0.5% of the people that come onto your website actually convert into someone that wants to engage with your business further. And then we're seeing nearly a 5% customer conversion rate from exclusively blog content. So this is not including any other touches. That's really beneficial for me to know, okay, whatever we did with the account-based marketing content quarter, that benefited our business from a bottom line perspective. So again, that's really helpful, again, from a reporting perspective, and also to just be able to see, okay, from a website development perspective, we're really good at generating lots and lots of contacts. Where we need to get better is actually generating content that then converts into new customers and new website projects. So thus this past quarter, when we look at landing pages, I'm able to come in here. What I did for this webinar was pretty simply, I went ahead and took this last webinar, which was fix your site from search to sale. I cloned this page and I changed the copy, made a new form, and had a new landing page for this new webinar up and fully functional to start receiving registrants within about 40 minutes total. So that's design, copywriting, development work, everything that would go into developing a landing page that can actually capture customer information and auto enroll them into a Zoom webinar, and then start to do follow-up marketing automated emails. I was able to set all of that up within about 45 minutes, maybe an hour tops. So again, from a just ease of use perspective, I think this was a great webinar template for a landing page. So now I can just clone this existing landing page and again, change up any copy. So I'm going to let it load for a split second. And while it loads, again, what you can see are all those modules that Sam talked through yesterday are just right here, super easy to use. If I need to change the background image, I can come in and pick any background image. So let's say, for example, I wanted to use this image instead. There we go. Now we're good to go. And then really I can just change this to new webinar for October. And then put in, we'll leave that as on-demand webinar. Again, come in here, very easily change any of this copy. I want to leave it as paragraph 1 and then have this as an H2. And then if I even come back up here, we can see, again, this is an H1. Let's say that I wanted to make it an H4 instead. It automatically changes any of the formatting, any of the typography, really all of that from a tech standpoint to ensure that we're adhering to our brand guidelines so that we maintain consistency across our website from a branding perspective. If I wanted to embed a video, honestly, it's super easy. I just go up here, click enter twice, and then I can insert a video. So if I have a video that's already uploaded into HubSpot, I can pick from there. If I need to embed a call to action, we can just really quickly go over to these calls to action, and we can do image calls to action. We can do buttons. And because of the way that our theme has been developed, I just click this and then we'll center it. And really once we've made this theme go live, or once we've made this page go live, what we can see is with ease, it will actually reflect the Mojo branding or the Mojo Flex branding, depending on where the button was developed. Again, we've got all these different checkboxes, these 1, 2, 3 columns that are really easy to put in there. So if you continue to come to our webinars, you'll see that there's always a section, because I just think a 1, 2, 3 section is really easy and fantastic. We've got this different background to highlight. Again, we've got a different section. It helps to break up the sections. Then we've got a form that I created from this page. So with ease, again, I can, if I need a new form, then what I can actually do is just choose form and create a new form. And we'll just go ahead and click create. And then we've got a new form right here that really walks through the basic things that I would need. And if I need to edit it, I can go to the full form editor. But just from this page, I can go ahead and have that form created and then start to edit it based on whatever I know I specifically need. So all of that is immensely helpful from a marketing perspective, as far as being able to spin up a new page and not really have to worry about too much. I also did say that I would share really what the automation looks like. So from these workflows, and again, these forms that are directly integrated with our website, I've got a HubSpot CMS webinar registration. So all I did is based on someone filling out this specific form that I made, it's going to add contact to this Zoom webinar because we have a Zoom integration already set up. And we just take this webinar ID that's given to you from Zoom, we plug it in there, we click save, and it's going to automatically transport over the first name, last name, and email, so that then people start to get the Zoom emails leading up to the webinar, and I don't have to worry about anything. It's just already all set up, and I know that we're able to record the information in our CRM so that I can see people attended this webinar, and then it's already also in Zoom so that they're actually registered for the event. All done, no stress, very, very seamless. And then lastly, a lot of this ties back into promotion. So as I look at trying to promote this event, one of the best channels that I know I have is my own customer database to send out emails. So what I can do is, if I have an email that I really like, again, I can just clone that email, make it an automated or a regular email. So automation is going to be specific to workflows and setting it up in that fashion. Regular is something that you're just going to schedule out an email. So I think of regular emails as your weekly newsletter, anything like that. And we've got personalization tokens in here. I can link to our website. And again, because I can actually assign within our settings this specific email to a campaign for HubSpot CMS, it's then automatically going to have a tracking code that's put on this email, so that when people come to our website, there's a tracking code that then associates that click to the appropriate campaign. So we know how many sessions are coming from each campaign. Again, all set up automatically. I don't have to do a thing to even get that there. All I have to do is set up the campaign and then associate the right things to the right campaigns, which is super easy on me. So really the last piece, again, from a marketing standpoint, if you are trying to be very tactical and really get new campaigns up and running quickly, also know that you can manage all of your social networks within HubSpot. So you can see we're posting quite a bit from personal pages, from company pages. But really what I can just do is select the network that I want to post about. So this is a test. And let's say I want to post the same thing to Facebook and Twitter. And I need to associate this with the appropriate campaign. It's associated with the HubSpot CMS. I can then track, again, with ease, all of the different clicks that come from social, that come from really just even able to see what social network is generating the most sessions to our website. So again, all of that is really helpful for a marketer to be able to see and be able to associate with ease. I said the last thing, but I wanted to show one more thing. So if you go to our website, mojomedialabs.com/webinar, this is the webinar that we just did. So building a CRM powered website to grow Mojo Media Labs. We use personalization tokens on this landing page to then start to show some of the differences that you can do on a landing page and within your different campaigns. So we also run an account-based marketing campaign that is done at scale with personalization tokens to actually identify different problems that a specific company could be facing. And if they are on our target account list, when they come to our website, they actually get a different chat flow that is based on the problem that they identified that they were struggling with. And then from there, they get specific content that is served to them to better help them overcome that challenge with their marketing. Again, all of that is done because we have a CRM powered website that we can integrate different lists with different chat flows, with different landing pages. And we can even, again, change the landing page depending on the list that they are a part of. So realistically, for many people, when you think about your website, you have none of this functionality. And it's, even if you had this level of functionality, you couldn't do it as seamlessly and as easily as I just walked through. And again, anybody that knows me knows I'm not a very technical marketer. I'm very much so a copywriter and a strategist. But the fact that I can develop all of these things on my own without the help of a developer, make it all trackable, and make it really easy for the end user to actually experience and enjoy, shows you the power of a CRM powered website. So if this is of benefit to you and is helpful, feel free to schedule a call with our growth consultant on our website. You just go to mojomedialabs.com and there's a big red button at the top right-hand corner. And just again, to show you, I'll be able to track that if somebody books a meeting, they came from the landing page that was about the CRM powered website, because you can see schedule a call and it has all the tracking code. I didn't set that up. That is just automatically put in there for reporting and tracking purposes to make your life easier. Then again, you can just very easily click a time that works for you and work to figure out what would be best to help you grow your business. And Nicole Fraser is fantastic as far as connecting businesses with the right solutions to help them grow. So again, if any of this is of interest, feel free to schedule a call, or if you want to dive deeper into Mojo Flex, feel free to go back to mojomedialabs.com/webinar and schedule a demo of the Mojo Flex theme. Hope that you enjoyed the webinar. Hope that this video is helpful. If you have any additional questions, we look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks.